Hey guys, Bobby from the Berkshires. I am using that Osmo 8 Mimo, I guess that's the nickname, phone stabilizer, and it does so many things. One thing it does is wherever I go, it pans around and it follows me, and so I'm learning. That's good because I had the GoPro and I had to. Sometimes I would get out of the angle, and so yeah. So this is gonna be my first video using this Osmo 8, and I guess we'll see. It's supposed to make it look more professional. As I am in one of the trails here in the Berkshires. Yeah, so I got this today. I charged it up, and here we are. First video using the Osmo 8 stabilizer. So okay, what do we got today? We're at 34. Man, it's just flying by now. And yeah, we're at 34, and I was talking with Emmy and I were talking yesterday after she came home from daycare with the baby, and so cute. Like, so it's in the afternoon. It's 12 at night for me, and it's 12 in the afternoon for her. And she had a long day. The baby had a long day, and the baby's eating. The baby has a great appetite. She's always eating. She was eating pink rice. I don't know what that is, but that's something they eat over there. Anyway, so the baby was eating, and then the baby, so it's in the afternoon, and the baby's getting tired, and Emmy's telling the baby to go to sleep, you know, time to sleep and time to nap. And you know, babies, they don't want to go to sleep. Anyway, I was trying to tell her, you know, listen to mommy and go take a nap, and I was like, sleepy, sleepy, and I hear little Jasmine going, sleepy, sleepy, and she's just so cute. I can't. And she always falls asleep on her mom, like in the afternoon, right after daycare, after lunch, and I just wish I could be there, but I will be soon. 34 days, I'll be there. But yeah, so I'm singing to her, sleepy, sleepy, and she's singing back to me, sleepy, sleepy. So just precious. Yeah, she's my daughter, and Emmy's my wife. So I got the surprise coming. You know, one knee. I'm just gonna go by my heart, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. So my caption. What I titled this video was, is it really over? And I got your attention on that one, huh? It's not what you think. What I mean by that is that we've been talking now since April 9th, Emmy and I felt like comfortable. I felt comfortable. I was nervous and I had a lot of anxiety at first. And then as I get to know her, you know, longer and longer as the months go by, the anxiety and you know, the nervousness kind of went away, and I felt good. But here's what I'm finding. Here's what, when I thought it was really over, I thought the anxiety and the nervousness is getting better. But what I'm finding is, no, it's not getting better. The closer I get now, I'm really nervous again because I'm getting really close. I thought the nervousness and all that would be gone. With her, we talk, we're fine. Her and I, we get along so well and stuff. It's not that, but it's just, and I could see it in her face too, like she's getting a little nervous too because it's getting close. She's got to book the ferry because she's going to take the ferry from where she's at Samar over to, you know, Cebu City to the airport. So it's 8 hours on the ferry. She could fly, but she's kind of afraid, so she's going to take the ferry. So I said, whatever you want to do. Anyway, so I could tell she's getting a little nervous because she's like, she has to buy some stuff. I said, you need to get some luggage, like a little piece of, you know, says we're going to be in, I'm going to be there 10 days. So yeah, so she's, not only am I getting a little nervous, and I was fine for a minute, you know what I mean? I was nervous for other reasons, you know, like at the beginning it was like, am I doing the right thing? You know, should I go and see her? Should I buy a ticket? All that stuff, you know? And then as we talked for months, everything, all that went away, and all of my concerns about that went away, and I know she's my wife, but now I'm just going to make it official by going there and getting on my knee. But yeah, no, as we're getting to a month, yeah, I'm getting, and so is she. Again, we're getting nervous. So the nervousness is not over. I think it's just beginning to get even. And so I'm just noticing that again. So I was saying that yesterday, you know, like I think I'm getting a little nervous here, and so I guess that's normal, right? You know what I mean? When I'm nervous, I like to walk. You guys know I like to walk anyway, but when I'm nervous or not, it definitely helps me relax and calm down. I probably should drink less sodas, you think? Less Coke Zeros? At least in the Coke Zeros, there's no sugar. It's a sugar substitute. It's just caffeine. So at least I'm not drinking a lot of sugar in. So, but I probably should ease up on those too. You think? So yeah, it's not over. The nervousness is just starting to like amplify a little bit, and so it'll be fine. So anyway, yeah, when I have moments with Emmy and my daughter Jasmine, I can say that she's really my daughter. When I have moments with them, like I did last night, when I was singing "Sleepy, Sleepy" to her, and she's singing back to me "Sleepy, Sleepy," and she even did say, the baby, she's 4. She just turned 4 a few months ago, and I heard her say "Dad," and she came to the phone and saw me, and like I was thrown back a little bit, and she said that a couple times, but and I'm still like taken back a little bit by that, but I'm so I feel so privileged that like I can be there to raise her with Emmy, and I'm just so thankful. It's not even funny, and I want to do everything I can to love that little girl and love Emmy, my future wife, and just provide, protect them, and lead them, and so yeah, just so there's a lot of so a lot of the anxiousness and nervousness is like the responsibility of being there for them, you know what I mean? And yeah, again, you guys know my past back in the day when I was drinking, and I wasn't responsible at all, I promise. I tried to be, really. I really did try to be. I sound like maybe I sound like I was the worst. I wasn't the worst, but I mean I wasn't nowhere near what I could be, and I wasn't living up to my God-given potential at all. So I was, just a mess and like a tornado. And now that the Lord has really blessed me and given me an opportunity to be a husband to a beautiful woman, and to help raise a little girl who's only 4. She doesn't know anything. She just knows me now. And so, I'm nervous there. You would be too, right? And that I would do a good job. And I'm just going to try to take it a day at a time. There was a spider on me. I'll take it a day at a time, and trust in the Lord. As a Christian, that's a big part of my life, and scriptures is a big part of my life, and I trust in what the Word of God says. And so when I feel lacking and anxious, I just go to the Bible and I read some verses, and so it always helps me, because that's true, and whatever I'm going through is always altered by my emotions. So I have to get grounded in the Word of God. So as a Christian, that's what we go to. So if you're a Christian, you understand. But yeah, so yeah, no, I just, again, with moments like that, with me singing and the baby singing to me, and then I did hear her say "Dad." She said that a few times already, and so I'm just elated. I don't even know the words to this, see, look, it follows me everywhere. I like that, right? I go here, it's, oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm just full of joy, so undeserving, and I've been so reckless a lot of my life. I don't deserve a lot, you know what I mean? And so that really, by the grace of God, I got sober, and then worked hard, and Emmy and I met, and we're about 9,000 miles apart, you know what I mean? So I never thought, I said this before, that my wife would be in another country. I always thought she was here, you know what I mean? But no, she's not. She's actually there, and so I have to go there, and it's really now just to make it official, because I have to physically see her. We'll spend 10 days, and we are you can imagine how we feel. We're beyond like wanting to be with each other, spend just time, you know what I mean? So, and I say that all the time, but just imagine how I feel. You guys that are watching me, you watch me all the time. I talk about, how much I miss her, and I talk about how much she misses me, but just think about it now. Almost 6 months of just talking on video, you know what I mean? How much would you be like so eager to be with that person, to see that person, to hug that person, to kiss that person? you'd be excited too, right? So I'm right on time, I think, with that. I just, and I get to try Filipino food. I didn't mention that. I told her, I just don't like really spicy stuff, and so I think I said this before. She's like, "Well, don't get stuff with, just don't get it spicy." I'm like, "Okay, yeah," but she knows the food. Obviously, I don't. And she's like, last night she was saying, "We got to try some of the desserts." I've seen some of them. They look I'm not sure how. I can't tell what they are, but she says it's a dessert. So like, I don't know, but I'm sure they're great. I'm gonna try as much as I can. I'm gonna try a lot of stuff, and yeah. So. I can't wait to see the Philippines. Probably have the most beautiful beaches really in the world, because you got 7,000 islands that makes up the whole Philippines. I'll be in Cebu City, which is one of them, the second largest city, and I can't wait to be by the water and walk in the water there. You know what I mean, with her, and I'll be taking pictures. We're gonna have so many pictures, and we're gonna have so many videos. A lot of it I'm gonna film for the channel. A lot of it's gonna be filmed for us, personal stuff, and then. I'll fill some for my Patreon members only. And thank you again for all you guys who are members only on my Patreon. And I'm finishing up on the first video. It's pretty personal, so it's taking me a minute, but I'm going to post that, so all you guys that are waiting for my content, just hang on. I have stuff there on my exclusive content. I have some archive videos there already, so there's something there. But as far as my part 1 and part 2 of my personal history, I'm just that last night I was really tired and I didn't want to rush through it, so I waited. And so later today, I have today off. I'm going to work on that part 1, and then I'm going to download that to my Patreon members only, so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. And I don't know, you may not like me if I tell you some of the stories of some of the things I've done. You may be like looking at me differently, but just remember, when I talk about some of the things that I used to do, just remember this: I'm not that person anymore. By the grace of God. So you may look at me and judge me on. I'm not sure how deep I'm going to get, but I'm going to talk about some stuff that's pretty personal, on my members only Patreon page. And you may judge me, but again, I'm not that person, right? By the grace of God, again, I'm not. I'm just not how I used to be, and I'm a lot better than I used to be, and I'm not who I want to be yet. I don't know if any of us are, right? But I'm heading in the right direction. And so, anyways, enough about that. What else we got? The t-shirts. Yeah, so I don't draw really, but I have the idea I actually have a couple of t-shirts, and I have the idea of, I want this little mountain in the back, in the middle. I want to say Bobby when it says Berkshires, I had a different, I thought I was going to put like pictures of the Berkshires inside the Berkshires lettering. What I want to do is that just have Bobby from the Berkshires in hunter green. The t-shirt's going to be sport gray. And then I want a mountain right over, like pictures of a mountain right over the Berkshires with like maybe a little cloud or a little something, you know what I mean? Not cloud, like a horizon or something. And it's going to be cool. So I got to draw that up and then hand it to him, and then I'll have my t-shirts. And then you guys I haven't figured out a price yet. He's giving me a pretty good deal. And so we'll see what the price is going to be, but it's not going to be a lot, but you're going to be able to sport a Bobby from the Berkshires t-shirt. So, and I'm going to have one on so you guys can see. If you like it, then you can order one. Just contact me. You can Venmo, PayPal me, or whatever I have set up at that time. I have Venmo now, but I think I probably have to get PayPal and something else. Gcash, I don't know, whatever. So anyway, so the t-shirts are going to be cool. The gray, the sport gray with the hunter green. I've seen a t-shirt like that, and I love that. It's perfect. It's a perfect color. The combination of those two colors are perfect. Anyway, so what else we got? Yeah, so my second day off. I looked last month. I had actually 4 days off last month. So I only had 4 days off. So I don't know if I've ever worked. I may have worked that much before, but I'm trying to work like every day. But I'm working now. It's a little bit smarter. Instead of working a couple of days, just a couple hours, I'm going to work closing to a couple of those days that I was only working for, and that'll give me a day or two off, and I'll have about the same hours. So financially, I got a little cushion. I'm a little better off. I mean, who of us is, none of us have extra money, but I have a little cushion for, like, some of the things that are coming up, the visas and all that. So anyway, I gotta get on that. I can't do nothing until I see Emmy, you know. Anyway, so I can't file a petition for the visas for Emmy and Jasmine until we see each other. So it's nice and cool in here. I wanted to be somewhere where, and I was just thinking, not to change the subject, but I always do that, right? This thing has a light on it too. So if I'm somewhere where it's really dark, the light will light up enough to, you know, so that's cool. So the lighting, when I need it, I turn it on. I don't need it now, obviously, but later at night, I can do videos at night and I can have the light. So this thing is really cool. I just got to figure out how to use it, you know what I mean? And I'm getting there, man. From where I was with electronics and everything, and where I am now with all of the platforms we're on, from Bobby from the Berkshires, we're on 6 platforms. I'm learning how to download. I'm learning how to, the CapCut thing helps me so much with the editing. Yeah, so I'm learning just a day at a time, and I'm getting there. So I want, you know, you guys know, I would like to get on YouTube, one of the milestones is 1,000 subscribers, and I like to get there. And we're on our way. I always say that we really are, but I'd like to be there, and I think there's a lot of things available once you reach 1,000, and so it's just good. So if you are one of my YouTube subscribers and you haven't subscribed, I would ask you, when you get a chance, just hit the subscribe button and the like button. Again, I think I have the notification. I'm not sure, but I definitely have the subscribe button. And obviously I have the like button. So if you have a chance, just hit the subscribe button, and that would help this channel out a lot. So yeah, man, I'm thinking, you know, 34 days, that's a month, right? And I'm like, I got to get a lot of stuff. When Emmy and I were talking, she's like, she's got to get some stuff. She's got to get some clothing, some girl stuff, you know, whatever. And she bought some stuff yesterday, and I'm not going to tell you what she bought. But anyway, she showed me some of it, and it's like really nice. But anyway, so she's got to get some stuff, and I got to get some stuff too. And remember, I got my nephew's wedding on the 19th. Right, he's getting married on the 21st, but we're going to fly, me and my sister Karen, my sister Kelly. Well, she's already going to be there. I'm going to be flying with my sister Karen, my brother-in-law Roland, my brother Billy, and my brother's girlfriend Sherry. We're all going to fly on the 19th. So I need to get luggage for that. I was saying I got to get like a little carry-on for when I go next month. No, I need a carry-on right now. So I got to get luggage, and I might as well get all the other stuff I got to get. And just a checklist now. I'm coming down to, like, I got to start, you know, I should probably start getting all the stuff and just put it in my room and just so check things off, the things that I want to bring, you know what I mean? And so, yeah. And then customs. Is anybody watching? I'm sure a lot of you have been through customs. My friend told me it's not a big deal. If you leave me a comment, tell me, like, what are customs? What are they, you know, like, my friend said it, my friend Matt said, no, it's not a big deal, you know what I mean? You just go and they check everything, and, you know, they ask you, like, where you're going, or whatever, I don't know, you know, like, your agenda or whatever, I don't know, quickly, and they let you go through. But I don't know, I've never been through customs or any of that. So if you have, you guys, any of you guys, leave me comments and just let me know about the custom thing, how that works, you know what I mean? So I would really appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I'm at the lake again. I really like the camera. I don't know if you notice a difference where there's really no bad angle when I was using the GoPro stick. You know, that's just straight on, and plus you can see the GoPro stick now. Everything's invisible. Well, I have a handle to this, and there's an extension to it, but you can't see it because it's hidden, because that's how this Osmo 8 is. So it's like it's invisible, and so yeah, so that's different. You won't see, and not that I won't use the GoPro stick. That was really good. I like using that. It was cool. I like using that, but this thing is so much better because it'll catch my, you know, it follows me. So you know, anyway, so what else I got today? Just, you know, of course I was saying, you know, the anxiousness is, I was good for a minute. I wasn't really anxious. I wasn't even really thinking about it. And then now it's like, I saw Emmy's face too. Like, she's like, I have to get some stuff, and I have to go into town. And okay, so her ID, her last name is spelled wrong, so she has to go and get that fixed. I'm like, you need to get that done, honey, because that's important. So she's thinking about all that, you know, and getting luggage and, you know, and so she's going to be on the ferry. So the ferry over there, let me tell you a little about the ferry. So she's going to be on the ferry 8 hours. And on that ferry, I don't think it's like any, it may or may not be like ferries that we know here, but it's a big ferry. But they have beds. They have like thin mattresses and beds because the trip is so long. So people can lay down instead of having, you know, you don't book like a seat, you book like a bed area. And so she can lay down on the bed and she can fall asleep because it's so long. So that's kind of cool. I've seen pictures of people taking the ferry when I was watching videos on the Philippines, and they're on the ferry, and there's all the sections for the people, for the passengers. There's all beds all over, like thin mattresses, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So she'll be relaxed, she'll be nice and comfortable. She can bring snacks, she can buy snacks there, or she can buy snacks before she gets on. But she can take a nap, and when she wakes up, she'll be in Cebu City, and then she'll grab a tricycle, a cab, or whatever she grabs. So, and little Jasmine's gonna stay with her mom and dad, and she loves it there anyway. I told you, little Jasmine loves it there because her little cousins are there and everybody's there. So Bonnie, the dog. So again, Emmy is officially out of that old place, and so Bonnie, she brought the dog, obviously, but her mom and dad have a dog, or her cousin has a dog. So Bonnie's a female, her cousin has a male dog. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. At some point, they might be some puppies. I don't know. I don't know. Emmy was saying that Bonnie got pregnant and had a litter, but all of the puppies passed away. So she's saying that Bonnie doesn't want to do anything because she's afraid she'll lose her puppies. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So I said, well, just watch out. You know, the male dog and a female dog. Yeah, you never know. So anyway, so what else we got today? We're at 21. Just wanted to talk about the nervousness again. I guess it's gonna probably be more and more as we get closer. Plus, I'm gonna go over there and get on one knee. So I mean, it's not like I'm just going to see her, and I am just going to see her, but there's more to it. So yeah. So I guess, you know, my point is handling stress and, you know, little anxiety is managing it takes practice. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You guys know, right? There's no like, give me a beer and I can just chill. No, none of that. There's none of those things. I have to work through it and manage through it without anything. So, walking, you know, I talk you exercise helps a lot. That's probably the main thing. And then being mindful that I'm anxious and, you know, just chill and just try to relax because I know why I'm anxious and stuff like that. But yeah, listen, when you've been drinking for a long time, you guys know, you guys who have a past of drinking or whatever, when you put that behind you by the grace of God, living life and working through life, navigating through life, just normal things takes practice, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's no buffer, so just got to work through it, and that's probably why I walk so much. I used to run, but my knees messed up. But walking, man, I walked like I'm off the last 2 days. I walked yesterday a couple times, today a couple times. Just keep, you know, and so that helps so much. Helps me relax, and yeah, it definitely is good. So, all right, what else we got today? Yeah, so the t-shirts, I got to finish the design. The Patreon, I'd already talked about that. The anxiousness, yeah, let me talk about that again. Okay, but no, it's going to be fine. I'm just, you know, I was talking to my brother earlier, and he was saying how crazy, this is my brother saying this to me. He was saying how crazy this was. He's like, you've done a lot of crazy things, but this has to be like the top. And I'm like, initially, sure, it is crazy. It's insane, right? Flying 9,000 miles to the Philippines from the United States to see a girl that you only talked on video with. And yeah, initially, at the beginning, yeah. It totally was crazy, yeah. And then we started talking, Emmy and I started talking more and more. And I realized, man, that's my wife. Like, look, I can't tell you how much I love her, how different she is than any girl from America. Like, I'm so in love with that, like the way she is. The trust there is just, I mean, I can trust her. Like, it's not like anything ever before, you know what I mean? And so, um, yeah, that she's from that culture, and they're so deeply traditional Christian, and they want to be wives and mothers, and certainly Emmy does. Man, that alone, I love. That's everything, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been missing my whole life, you know what I mean? It's not that there's not girls in America that want to be wives and mothers. There are, definitely is. But her temperament, being from the province in the Philippines, is like night and day is not even that close on how different it is talking with her. You know what I mean? So, and I love that so much. Man, I'm so attracted to her because of that. You know what I mean? And on top of her sexiness and her beautiful smile, like just all of that, and that she's so short too. She's like 4'11" or 5 feet. I like that too. Guys, we like that. We like girls that are smaller, right? So, anyway, but yeah, it's funny. I was talking, my brother said that, again, he said, that this is crazy. And again, initially, yeah, but as time went on, as the months went on, I became more convinced, and I knew that she's really my wife, and Jasmine is my daughter. Like, this is real. Like, so, it takes time, and of course it's going to take more time for us to get to know each other, obviously, and all that. But yeah, so yeah, it's just being with a girl from another culture. I always thought I would be with somebody from here. I never even imagined. What are we at? 26. I never even imagined that I'd be with a girl from another culture. The Philippines, seriously. That's what I was going to say. Let me backtrack just a little bit. Is that when I was younger, all my girlfriends, a lot of my girlfriends, well, they all were, like all American looking girls. Blonde, blue eyes, brown eyes, like that's it. That's what I loved. I loved preppy girls. That was it. I didn't like girls from other countries. I didn't like if they had an accent. I didn't like any of that. I like girls from this country, period. But then as you live a little while, finding something different has been really, really just so special. Like, it's just, not only is she different to me, I am so different to her. She's never been out with an American guy before, a guy from outside of her country. So for both of us, it's way different. And it's turning out to be way good. You know what I mean? So, man, yeah. So the differences, I think I said that a few times, the differences is what makes us more attracted to each other. You know what I mean? Like, just seeing her, the way she talks, her look, like everything is way different, and in a good way. And she looks at me and she thinks I'm so guapo. That means handsome. And she thinks I'm, like, I don't know. Anyway, so whenever her grandfather said I was guapo or handsome, I was like, really? It's just, but I'm saying, yeah, the differences are really what are one of the main reasons why we're attracted to each other. And she's not about, I was gonna say she's not about games or any of that. Both of us are not perfect. You know what I mean? Even though she's from a different culture and I'm from here, we're both still broken people. You know what I mean? We're just people. We're not perfect. I'm not saying that, oh, she's so perfect. No, she's not perfect, and neither am I. But I think we're perfect together. I think I said that before. We're perfect together. We fit. We really do. And when I have moments with her, like I did yesterday, while she's laying down around noontime, ready to take a nap after I'm done talking to her, because it's 12 o'clock at night for me, and the baby's finally laying down, and I'm singing to the baby, sleepy, 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 and then she's singing back to me, sleepy, 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 Dad. That's just seals it. I'm like, man, can't wait I was thinking about that, Lord, just make a way. If there's any obstacles of her getting here with the baby, make a way when there's no way. So I'll do whatever I can and to get them here, and so at a reasonable time. You know what I mean? It could take up to 6 months, but that's okay. Sometimes 15. I'm gonna make sure I get the paperwork whenever I get all that done. Make sure it's right. Have a lawyer look at it and then file it. And then just once I get everything in and So yeah, just a lot of prayer. Thank you. For those of you Christians, yeah, just say a prayer for this whole thing. Because one day I'm going to be here walking one of these trails or walking one of the lakes, and I'm going to be holding little Jasmine's hand and mooching my wife Emmy. So you know what I mean. So maybe next year, you know, like that would happen. So hey, listen. So this is my first time using this Osmo Mimo phone stabilizer. What do you think? Let me know. Does it make it seem more, because I don't ever, because with the GoPro stick I can get some bad angles, but with this there's no bad angles because it follows me. So let me know what you think on this thing. And if you have any of you guys are using this thing and you got some tips on it, like I know I just got to use it and then get to know it, and then I'll get better at using all of the gadgets that are on here, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to make sure I had the panorama, where it follows you. I wanted to have that going. So if anybody of you have any tips on that, let me know. I watched a bunch of videos already, but I got to just spend time with this thing and then I'll get better at it. But yeah, we're at 31. Listen, thanks again for listening to me. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey of going overseas to propose to a Filipino girl who I am deeply in love with already. And I love her daughter already. And so we got to make it final by me being there. And then, yeah, so everything's ready for that. Just, I got to get on the plane. 34 days. Listen, you guys have a great day. Take care of each other. Love each other. Love your family and friends. And we will talk again soon.